I'm overdoing this. Yani useme tu kitu yenye itakusaidia, si ati exaggerate. Yeah. This is the Skills to Grow Africa YouTube channel. My name is Eunice Victoria. I am the founder and director of this organization. I also help practitioners of communication and marketing to thrive in their career. Sometimes, or all the time, I practice marketing, public relations, and communication. Before we continue on today's topic, I'd want you to take just 5 seconds, today I'm not saying 20, to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please remember that we have just a small target of 1,500 subscribers, and you are one of them. Please also invite your friends, invite your family members who are practitioners of marketing, communication, public relations, or also entrepreneurs. Remember, marketing is a very important aspect of growing your business. Sometimes I forget. Anyway, so remember, marketing is also an important aspect of growing your business. So if you are an entrepreneur, if also you manage an organization, you are the CEO, you are the managing director, you are the general manager, this is a YouTube channel for you. So 5 seconds, akimenda di 10. Come on, just subscribe. Please remember to subscribe. On this episode today, we're going to look at how to hack a PR interview. And to do this, we're going to do this into only 3, let me call it 3 sections. Okay, 3 videos, 3 sections, and so on. You can call it what you want. Now, how do you hack an interview? The first thing you need to do when you have that email that, dear Eunice Victoria, we're excited to tell you that, we're inviting you for an interview on Monday, kindly come, and so on. The first thing you need to do, of course, is to confirm that you'll be attending the interview. So please write professionally to them and confirm that you'll be attending the interview on the particular day that they've given you. If that's a day that you're not available, remember to also tell them. You also need to confirm that you'll be available on the place that they have told you to come to. So if it's an online interview, also confirm that you'll be available online. After this, now it's time for you to start your preparation. Remember to have at least 2 days to make your preparation. Some people make interviews to be so urgent. It shouldn't. Although we learn how to hack an urgent interview. Now, how do you prepare for an interview? You've confirmed that you're coming, you've confirmed the venue, everything is fine now. Number 1, it's going to be as basic as just your dressing. Many organizations prefer to work with someone who dresses professionally. And for some people, it doesn't have to be a very formal way of dressing. However, the most acceptable way of dressing is usually formal. It doesn't need to be a suit, but it can just be a very nice dress, above your knee for ladies. Maybe blue, black, gray works very well. Just try not to have so much patterns on your clothes. You can also have just closed shoes if you're not comfortable with having a heel, but a small heel would do better. It looks more professional. Try not to have a cloth that is too revealing, cleavage and so on. Try not to have it so tight. You can always put on all these things after the interview. So make sure that you wash it very well. You don't have to spend so much to buy, such a dress. You can always go to your local market. Where I am, there's Toy, where you can get a nice blue dress or a good skirt, a blue skirt with a nice top and maybe a nice coat, yeah, just to look professional. Remember also to focus on your hair. If you don't have some funds for salon, it happens. You can just manage your short hair. Just make sure you comb it very well. And you can even do your natural hair. Just make sure it looks very neat. And if you can plait your hair, you can do, some nice, just like what I have on. Or, just also a piece, don't word. I'll get you a photo of that piece, how it looks. Okay. And also, that's your hair. You can also put your nails short if you can. You don't have to put anything on it, but if you can, usually I think maroon goes quite well. Let it not be too shouting with too much patterns. If you also love long nails, maybe it's not time to have them too long. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying this, we want the interviewer to focus on you, what you're saying, you know, your value, and not on your hands or nails. Just imagine when you go for an interview and then all you are told was like, oh, I love your nails, or nice long hair, you know, that won't work quite well. So after I do this, make sure that it's ironed. For the men, I also feel like gray, black, dark blue works quite well. You can just get a trouser and a white, you know, a plain shirt, maybe white, sometimes also gray or black. Okay, so try also not to have too many patterns. So before you go for an interview, also try to make your hair neat. If your hair was quite long, you know, you can make it short. If you have dreads, you can make them neat and make sure that you tie them. If you have beards, make sure they look kempt, you know. Something else also, please invest in a deodorant and try not to invest too much on the perfume, because you can find someone who is allergic to too many smells. And someone also advised me, when also buying the deo, make sure it doesn't have the scent. There's actually a deo without a scent, but I don't want to mention it here because I'm looking for partners to help us get money. Anyway, also for the gentleman, also remember to have a closed shoes. Something else I learned for gents, if you have a black shoe, make sure also you have a black belt. Don't do a red belt with, you know, a black shoe or a green, whatever. So sometimes also, if you have the budget, you can do nice leather shoe for interviews and nice leather belt and keep it somewhere only for interviews. I actually have a dress that I go for interviews with, you know, and I have a pass in it. Yeah, I have a pass that I go for interviews with. Once you have that put well, then also for ladies, I forgot something about makeup. Try not to have, if you can just go without the makeup, can be quite well, but if you know how to do the makeup, please make sure it's just, they call it nude, I don't know, not too much colors like what I have on today. Try not to have too much lipstick. Try to be as natural as you can. If you love earrings, maybe just studs would work well for that particular day. Your cartonized round earrings, it's not time to put that on, because again, you remember, it's not a fashion show, it's just an interview. So when you have all that together, make sure that you put it in a nice place so that, you know, when it's time for you to put it on, you just go and pick it. Number 2. Once you have all your dressing, whatever you're going to put on together, it's time for you to find out if it's going to be a physical interview, where is the place? So if you tell me that I'm going to have an interview in Kitengela, I've never been in Kitengela, okay? Especially when you're on budget. Sometimes you go there, find out, look where that particular organization is. And then now the next day it will be easy for you to go there, because we don't want you to have your too small to heal. And then when you reach there, you're tired, you're walking, looking for this particular place, and then you're disoriented. Or it might rain, and then now, I don't know, but please just know where the interview is supposed to be. If this is going to be an online interview, please remember to have your laptop or computer, or you can borrow if you don't have. You can go to the cyber, but make sure that you're going to be in a place where it's going to be silent. I mean, a place with silence, and a place that you can concentrate. Before you go for an interview as well, please ensure that you have your portfolio. A portfolio is very important, and we're going to learn how to develop a portfolio for a PR practitioner, a marketing practitioner in another video. So a portfolio will just contain your CV that you send to that organization. Please, if you already sent a CV, I don't think it's the right time to edit it, because that's what they've used to have you come for the interview. I forgot the word. So make sure you have your CV in your portfolio. It can be physical, and also it can be an online portfolio. Have your CV inside, have your certificates inside, have some of your best work inside. This press release that you did that gave, you know, an ROI of over 4 million. This is the time to put it there. And also, this having a portfolio will also remind you some of the good work that you've done. Okay, so make sure that you have it in a physical copy. Talking about a physical portfolio, please invest in a leather portfolio. Please don't come with a brown paper. I still see people working with a brown paper with their certificates inside. So please invest in a portfolio that will protect your certificates, because you don't want to rain and then it's rained on. Number 3, the next thing you need to do when preparing for a PR interview is to find out about an organization. Read more about the organization. Okay, many organizations have websites, social media pages. They're all over the media. It's time for you to read such articles, find out what is this organization about, how is their culture. Okay, it's time for you to find out what are the latest projects for this particular organization. Sometimes I do a simple SWOT analysis for an organization, where I find out the strengths of this organization, weaknesses, threats, and also opportunities. So remember, if you know the opportunities, then that will help you shine. Okay, and also just doing a simple SWOT analysis will help you find out really the culture of an organization. Remember also career stories. Not all organizations are good for you, but also if you do a thorough research, then you'll find out which organization matches with your values and what you want to achieve in your career. Finally, the best part is you have to find out how much do you want for that particular role. Okay, so in many countries there's a way that you can find out how much an organization is going to pay for that particular role. But in some organizations don't even share what to expect. So I have a formula that I usually use to know or to prove my worth. One, I have to ensure that when I go to work for this role, I'll be able to pay my rent, basic needs, and so on, depending on how big my family is or what I want. Number 2, I'll be able to afford, if I'm unwell, I can go to hospital. Okay, for instance, if I work for an organization that's not going to give me a medical cover. Number 3, I should also be improving. If I was paid this amount of money last year, if I'm going to a new organization, it should be more. Okay, but you can develop your own formula. In Kenya, sometimes it can be difficult to know how much a role you're going to be paid for a role. So simply just find out how much do I want? How much will I live comfortably, go to this particular organization to work without getting mugged? But this is not the time to be too ambitious. You know, you're just applying for a PR role or a PR officer role in Kenya, and then you say you want 450,000. Well, you might not get the job. Yeah? So be within the, yani useme tu kitu yenye itakusaidia, si ati exaggerate. Yeah. And this is the first segment of PR interview. In the next segment, we're going to look at then what happens during an interview. How do you hack an interview? Thank you for listening to me. This is Eunice Victoria. Remember to subscribe to this particular YouTube channel. Thank you for listening to me. All the best and God bless.